How you doing, guys? I'm back here with another video. This one right here, um, it's a little different. It's a little different. And let me make sure I fix that a little bit. And what I mean by that is that I seen people go through this when I was in the military, and I sat in the courtroom for people like this that was married, that came from deployment, walked in on a wife doing something that they shouldn't be doing, or sometimes they just had enough of just dating some girl that they just going back and forth arguing with, having this toxic relationship type thing. Um, and yeah, I'm just gonna play it, let y'all see. If y'all in the military, it might come across a soldier that you have to deal with some crazy shit like this. But uh, yeah, further ado, man.
Extreme disappointment with you, Mr. Poole. You are on bond for an evading arrest, a criminal mischief. You've picked up an aggravated assault of a family member and now a terroristic threat. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can.
This is a probable cause case hearing, a legal proceeding where the court determines if there's a significant evidence to believe a crime was committed and that the defendant may have committed it. If probable cause is found, the case proceeds to the next stage, usually a plea bargain. Mm, mm. So how would that determine that? Do the judge already have the information, and then he would look at it and be like, "All right, this is what I'm doing," or is it like they already have like a hearing and then a trial? Because this is the hearing. I'm guessing they turn it into trial like
Will be
already.
used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. Shh. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The defendant is the complainant's ex-boyfriend. During a walk-in report, the complainant told the officers that her and the defendant had an on and off dating relationship since the 8th grade, but they broke up in June 2024. In September, the defendant told the complainant, "Stop talking all that mess before I come to your house and fucking shoot you." The complainant told the officers that right after the incident, the defendant sent her photos of a gun in his lap. The complainant stated the defendant also told one of the complainant's friends that he was going to shoot the complainant.
So, what? Tell me about the ag assault.
Cooked, 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 cooked. Not only that you send a picture to her of the gun in your lap, whoever the friend that you told that you was gonna kill him probably ratted it out because how would they know that's your friend? You know what I mean? Unless they have text messages of it or they just got a whiff of like he did that. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Shoot you. The complainant told the officers that right after the incident, the defendant sent her photos of a gun in his lap. The complainant stated the defendant also told one of the complainant's friends that he was going to shoot the complainant.
Too.
So, what? Tell me about the ag assault. What happened there?
Your Honor, in the ag assault, one moment.
In the criminal mischief, is it with the same complaining witness as well?
The criminal mischief's from a prior event where we had experimented trying a drug and kind of got crazy and broke stuff with it.
Yes, Your Honor. And then for the aggravated
Completely
assault,
unrelated.
it says the complainant and her friends went to a party, and at the party they saw the defendant trying to get in, but
Times the judge had to say shh to his courtroom for them to quiet down. Because I view like I seen some of his content. I see it off of I wouldn't call this content, but I see some of his cases off of what you call it? I wouldn't call it TikTok. It's like YouTube Shorts. That I'll be seeing his stuff off of. And when I watch his stuff off of there, like he's pretty. He's a good judge. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I don't like law enforcement or judges at all, but he actually a pretty good judge. I've seen some black people get arrested for no reason, and he literally just said he's thrown it away, and that person went home that day. So I seen him look at bullshit and call bullshit for bullshit, even when the cops is right there and called bullshit for bullshit. But yeah, this dude cooked. They got a picture of him having a gun in his lap. and all that lines.
Ultimately turned away because too many people were there already. While walking, the complainant ignored the defendant, and the defendant stated, "Are you going to apologize?" And the complainant kept walking. The defendant began cussing at the complainant and said, "I got it on me." And the complainant said at that time, the defendant got a pistol from his ankle and pointed it at her. And then witnesses corroborated the complainant's statement. And Your Honor, there's also a pending terroristic threat out of Galveston as well for the same complaining witness. Yes.
Did you know about this?
Cooked. I'm gonna go right back because I was talking. My bad. He's cooked.
And Your Honor, there's also a pending terroristic threat out of Galveston as well for the same complaining witness. Yes.
Did you know about this?
I did not know about that.
Do you have an open case in Galveston as well? I think, Mr. Poole, that you are a complete and utter danger to our society. And I'm going to do everything in my power to protect Harris County from anyone that does any kind of damage whatsoever. I am now revoking your bonds on both of your other cases. Goes with you. I'm sorry. As much as I love you, it's unacceptable the way things have been going. And I think that you don't get the message.
I want to say he have, because it says like down here that he has no remorse in his eyes. I wouldn't call that scary. Um, I wouldn't really call that scary. Him not having no remorse in his eyes. I would just see that he already knew he was cooked. He probably just had that look of like, I'm going, you know what I mean? I'm going to jail today. You know? I don't think he was like a look of like, man, I don't give a fuck kind of look. He doesn't seem like he had an attitude. He just seemed like he's just like, yup.
As much as I love you, it's unacceptable the way things have been going. And I think that you don't get the message. And now I hope you do. But I am now going to give you home confinement. You're not allowed out if you bond out of jail. I'm going to make your bond sky high. I think that you're a complete and utter danger to everyone. You flaunt our bond conditions. And it truly sad, Mr. Poole, because you have but one life. And when you have a gun and when you start using that, God forbid that you do some irreparable damage, that you dig yourself into a hole where you're looking at 50 to 60 years in prison, perhaps life. 99% of people that are in jail are there because they have no self-control. They either use something, they are on something, and they get upset. They wig out without thinking, if I say this, what's going to happen? If I do this, what's going to happen? It's unacceptable. And now I will do everything, like I said, in my power to protect Harris County. So if you do get,
I feel like he's not going to get a bond. Like, I don't think anybody's going to pay for his shit, to be honest. The way how he said he's going to make it sky high, I don't know what the limit they can do. Because he can just, I don't know if he could just be like, oh, I'm making $1 million. You know what I mean? I don't know if they have restrictions on how high it can make it on, depending on the person or their finances, maybe. I don't know. But he said skyrocket high, so I'm just saying $1 million. Like, or half a million, or like, I don't know. Yeah, you cook, bro. You cook. That's what them females get you, bro.
out, you must remain home confinement. You're not allowed out. No weapons, no contact with any of the complaining witnesses whatsoever. No dope, no alcohol. Anything else? I mean, what does he do?
He's a student, Judge. He's a high school student. So
I don't know what to tell you, man.
A high school student, bro. High school student, like, it makes sense. That seems like a low level maturity kind of thing, but you can still see people in the 30s or 40s doing the exact same thing because of a female. I don't want her going anywhere. She's gonna be with me forever. So if she dates someone else, I'm gonna do this and that and blah 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 blah. It's crazy.
I mean, I, he scares me.
Understood. And Chip and I are going to put some things together. I think that there's a different scenario really going on than what this reflects in the probable cause statements. And we're going to bring that to the prosecutors. And so forth.
If you have something that shows me different to what they have, I'm all ears.
Understood.
You know,
And with your permission, Judge, if we'll get some time to put that stuff together, we can perhaps readdress the bond.
yeah, absolutely. And I never want to see a kid lose out on school, you know, because to me, it's the most important thing in life, you know?
Understood. If we do home confinement, can there be an exception to that when he's at school and he just has to report immediately back to his home?
Is he like in high school?
It's a high school.
In high school.
I mean,
Yeah, you Judge, he's actually currently, because of this situation, doing online school, so he'll be able to do it from home.
Oh, okay, good.
Disregard.
Good. There we go. Are you mom and dad? Come on up. Come up.
He said parents are here. I swear they make the excuses for him. I was low key thinking of that. That's why I was like, That's why I made that noise. 'Cause I was thinking like they gonna come up there. As soon as they come up there, they're gonna be like, man, my son is great, man. He's just going through a rough time right now in school. We just trying to get his behavior right. He just been on and off. He's just going through so much right now. And I'm just like, where did he get the gun? Like the fuck? Like, and look at the judge sitting up. He like, yup, the parents are, Let me understand why your child walking around with a fucking gun threatening people. Like, I will go back because he set up like, yup, I want to hear they
Currently,
fucking
because of
speak.
this situation, doing online school, so he'll be able to do it from home.
Oh, okay, good.
Disregard.
Good. There we go. Are you mom and dad? Come on up. Come up.
He said that like, Let's see. Honestly, I think I see dad. I don't think I see mom.
Come over.
Thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
Shh. It's out of control. I don't know what else to do. But it seems that when he's out in public and he's out, you know, partying, as they say, there's a wake of trouble. Did you guys know that he has a case in Galveston as well?
No, Your Honor, this is the first time we heard of that.
Is it currently open?
It's currently open, Your Honor.
Something that the lawyers are also unaware of as well, you know?
We think it's all one event that happened over a few hours. We don't know.
But it's not though. It's not. He's, 12 in December of 23, we have a criminal mischief, an evading arrest. Now, a couple months later, we've got Galveston. It's not. And I think that we need to really give him a wake up call before he really does irreparable damage,
True.
If I could just clarify the two events here in Harris and the one event in Galveston, we think that was.
I get what the dad trying to do. He trying to, I wouldn't say he was trying to persuade, but he's trying to lessen the issue in a way. The mom, she just out of it. She just emotional. She's a woman is being a woman, pretty much. But the dad, I get what he's at. He's trying to like trying to I wouldn't say talk him down in a way. I think he's trying to get an understanding of it as well. Of like, hey, maybe the one over there didn't really correspond with that. Maybe that one was that. Like it was both in the same whatever. But regardless, none of them knew that happened. You know what I mean? Who else knows that he got a case in like I don't know New York or some shit or a case in Denver? You know what I mean? Like
All in the one series of events that happened between football games and a party on a hotel.
We need to figure out what's going on, to figure out why it's continuing to happen. I want what's best for your son. I really do. And I will help you in any way that I can. I have to put him in custody today because I have to show him that it's unacceptable what he's doing and picking up these two new cases, especially the fact that he's picked up an aggravated assault. That's, you've got a great lawyer. We'll be here to figure it out with you.
And Judge, he's already addressed the bond on the felon case as well. So he's gone in and addressed it with the felony. We're just,
Bond, huh? Understood. So I'm making your bonds 30,000 each.
$30,000 each. 60 bands. 60 bands. You know what 60 bands will give me? 60 bands will give me probably a used M4 comp. Probably. Damn. I don't know how many people who's watching this right now have 60 bands in their pocket right now. But this is your kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to go in like a deep, like real deep with it, but if this was your kid, do you have 60 grand to take your kid out? Like out of jail? And that 60 grand is gone. Like, it's not 60 grand that you drop and you may get back in the long run. Like, you just paying the state 60 grand to get one person out of jail. Because 60 grand can help a lot of people. 60 grand can help a lot of people. And I wouldn't say like a extremely like big majority of a lot of people, but it help a nice group of people. Like personally for me, only I have is like in my savings account, I only have is like 13K in my savings account. That's it. 13K is not fucking a lot. Yes, it'll help me if I have something bad happen in the long run. Yes, I can dump most of it in my car in the garage and get turbos and the transmission, do all this crazy shit with it. But it's like I'm a big guy that's big on money because I never used to have it. Like I had memory loss when I was in the military. Like it knocked out my memory. Like I don't remember my childhood. I had to relearn who my mom, my dad was. But nonetheless, it's like in that time frame, I didn't have money because I didn't get the sense of what money was. Neither did I had access to it because I didn't even know my bank account. I didn't even know it. So I had to go to Navy Federal. I had to turn in some medical shit. I had to do so much just to show them that, like, bro, this is my account. I just lost memory of it. I have no access to it. But this credit card, I don't know how much is in it. So I'm just swiping. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how much I had in it. But nonetheless, man, 60 bands, bro. If I had 60 bands, bro, I wouldn't even spend it that much. I probably honestly dump a good amount in my house. Just to get a water softener because San Antonio, the water is harsh down here. To get a water softener, probably some solar panels, some gutters. I would still have a good amount, and I probably still won't even touch that much. I probably still have my car back there, not even big turbo or some shit. That shit probably in the long run, just because I'm really picky and mm.
I don't know if they're going to bond you out, but you know,
Fuck no. The dad looking like The dad got a face like who got 60 bands?
if you do, get out, you better be on your best behavior, and you are not to go anywhere. What I'd like to do is, I'm going to take him in now. I'd like to do an evaluation. It's called a TRAS to see what the best way of going forward.
TRAS is a Texas Risk Assessment System. I was close to it. I was thinking in my head something about risk assessment. There's a TRAS in the military we has like every time you get like a RA, there's always risk assessment sometimes. So it kind of like picked up 5 reasons risk guide, probation, P parole, and supervision level through analyzing of criminal history and behavior. Okay.
We have clinicians that can sit there and evaluate him, talk to him, figure out what's going on, and perhaps boot camp is the right way. Perhaps we have these other things that we have at our disposal to see how we go forward. Because I just don't know. I don't know what's going on in his life. I don't know what he's doing, what he's taking.
We did already as part of the PTI, and they do want to increase him to Lyman.
Say it again.
They want to, increase his level of supervision to Lyman.
Who say that? The felony court?
No, misdemeanor, but this is a part of the PTI. He's already completed the TRS this year, so because of the new law violations and how famous they kind of are, they want him to do Lyman.
Did you hear that?
I did. Judge, again, I think that these probable cause statements are giving a skewed picture of what's
So
really
that's
going
right. Let's not put the cart ahead of the horse. We'll give you time. And then if you see something different, just come back and let me know. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
If you need anything, always come back. We're here. We'll help you out in any way that we can. And sometimes some kids are harder to reach, but we'll do everything on our power to reach them one way or the other. So we got you. Okay. We'll take care of you one way or the other. Okay. All right. He goes with you. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do a mow-up. So hold on, Stephen, hold on. Mr. Poole, I'm entering in what's called the magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies SM as a protected individual. You're not to commit family violence or Oh, yeah. I'm going to do a mow-up. So hold on, Stephen,
Okay.
hold on.
I didn't know what he said. when he said
Mr.
that.
Poole, I'm entering in what's called the magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies SM as a protected individual. You're not to commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where the person works. If you violate this court order, the state can and will file a violation of protective order, and you violate those conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond. Zero bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person of Harris County. Do you understand, Mr. Poole? Okay. All right. We'll have him sign it, and then
I would say I ain't gonna lie. The the judge when he gets mad, it just 1 second. Sorry about that. It's starting to get a little dark. But when he gets mad, it's kind of funny because he's like, you understand? I'm gonna just like he's trying to get his point across. It's like it's not really that intimidating, but I mean he has the power to do it, but it's kind of like whatever. But nonetheless, I feel like let me see if there's a little bit more. Oh no, that's it. Oop, okay, okay. Well, um, thoughts. I feel like even though he's going into custody and stuff like that, I feel like he still kind of got off. Because I feel like it could be a lot worse than what the judge gave him. Like hell, like he could have really hit him with some books, to be honest. Um, I don't think the family got 60 bands. They look like they welled off. They don't they don't look like they're struggling. And what I mean by that is like, certain families like they don't have to dress like some Louis Vuitton or all this name brand and stuff like that. You kind of look at them and be like, they probably low key got some money on the side. You know what I mean? But I doubt they're gonna take that off for him. His mom was just, his mom was like, she. I could tell on her face and how she was crying and everything that it wasn't the first time that she had to deal with some shit like this. Like someone's taking her away or coming to school for some bad shit like that. Like the dad, like he was just fed up. But I mean, I hope he get the help he need, man. Cause doing that in high school, like you don't nut that in the butt, bro. Like longer down the line, bro, you're gonna be in a situation where you're gonna be like you're gonna be some deep shit, or you're gonna actually pull that trigger, and then it probation is not even gonna be an option. You're gonna be in prison at that point. But let me know in the comment section below. What would you do if this was your kid? And they say, let's just say this scenario, right? In the comment section below. You have 60 bands, right? Let's just say you have 80, right? You have 80 bands, right? The judge gave him the exact same thing, 30 for each one, 60, right? And let's say you have 80. Would you take that 80 and drop it into there to get him out? Pay for that 60 to get him out of jail? You still have like, some left over, but would you do it? Or would you be like, my son he gotta learn? Please let me know in the comment section below.